today we're going to be covering my team, the Seattle Seahawks, right? To all my fellow Hawks fans, I hope you stay and, watch the video. And today we're going to be covering how we've been able to turn around our team within the past 3 seasons and what you have done specifically to really make this a lot more of an actual, give us an actual Super Bowl shot, and what we should also do throughout the rest of this season to really become contenders. And I think if we really make the changes we need to make, especially with this Rams game coming up this Sunday, we should, if we beat the Rams, right? That's kind of like this is like if you do this, then you can do anything, right? Like the Rams, if we could beat the Rams, we can go to Super Bowl. We can go to Super Bowl, and I think we can win. Because I'm not really scared of any team in the NFC and the AFC for the most part. I'm not scared of the Broncos. We're a better team than the Broncos. I'm not scared. The only team I'm scared of, honestly, when it comes to the AFC is maybe the Colts. But the thing is, one, we could shut down the run game, especially with a strong ass D line that we have. I'm not really scared of anyone in the AFC by far. Though, let me just quickly check. Obviously, who's in the AFC, but I'm not really scared of anyone in particular. So, I mean, the only besides the Colts. Yeah, the Colts, Broncos, I'm not scared of the Broncos. I'm not super scared of the Broncos. And I'm not really scared of the Pats either. We can beat those teams. We beat the Pats last year. And we were not as good as we were this season. So we got the Pats in the pack. I'm not gonna lie to you, we live in a weird world. How the fuck are the Pats so good? I don't understand. They're 8-2. Is Drake May Jesus or something? He's football He has to be football. What? Is he their new Tom Brady? I'm high-key mad over this. But besides that little rant, let's talk about what we did from last year to this year to what made us so much better. Number one, an improvement to our O-line. Let's talk about the offense first, then we'll get into the defense. One, just a much better improvement to the O-line overall, right? Gray Zabel took our O-line from being straight dog shit to genuinely one of the dead last teams in the NFL last season to one of the best O-lines in the league this season. Though, albeit that yes, we now have much better pass blocking, it feels like run blocking, if you're Kenneth Walker, doesn't feel like you don't get shit. All right, or maybe it's specifically just Kenneth Kanon. They cannot block a damn for my boy. Maybe he doesn't hit the holes right and stuff. Pause. But damn, they can't block for this brother. I don't know why. And it seems like internally there is some kind of dislike for Kenneth Walker that I don't know about. I don't know if it's a personnel thing, he doesn't mesh well with the coaches or other players or his own line. I don't know what it is. But if there is some kind of internal dispute, I would say, I'm pretty sure we just passed the trade deadline. So I would have said trade him if there is that thing going on. But somebody in Seattle does not like K9. But besides that, we have done so, and also the addition of Rashid Shaheed and Cooper Kupp have been absolutely awesome for our team, right? And the fact that JSN finally broke out into the star that we all knew he could be, well, the star that he was gonna be, I think we saw this last year, especially for the fact that he still managed to put up 1K yards, and he had Geno Smith as his quarterback. And he's now on pace to beat Calvin Johnson's record of, I think it's 1964. I think that's, 1,964 yards. He's on pace at the current moment, right? And he still has another 10 games, I'm pretty sure, to do it, right? And he's been averaging roughly 90 to 100 yards every single game. So it shouldn't be super hard for JSN to do, right? So that was one of the other improvements that we had from last season. One of the main improvements the primary thing that has made this offense so good is Clint Kubiak. I love you, Clint. I love you so much because we had Ryan Grubb. Yo, dead ass. Yo, do not let me catch this nigga in a room lacking, bro. I will beat the shit out of Ryan Grubb if I ever caught this son of a bitch in public, bro. Oh my god, bro. And then this nigga was so scared to fucking throw the ball. He was so scared to push the ball downfield. You have JSN, you have one of the last year at least, you had one of the strongest receiving corps in the entire league, and you did not want to push the ball downfield? What is this? Way too many screen passes. Chill out with that shit. And we couldn't run the ball worth a damn unless you're Jack Charbonnet. What the fuck? I was actually so mad at how shit our offense was, right? Because of oh my god. And then with the defense, right? honestly, man, Nick Emmanwori, I love you so much, man. You are absolutely a fucking dog. All right. And I will say also getting DeMarcus Lawrence was such an actual fucking godsend. Like, bro, he had 2 touchdowns just like against the Cardinals. Like him and the fact we have a really underratedly scary ass D line if we really think about it. Like, and mind you, we do not blitz often too. We are not a high blitz team. So, and we get lots of pressure. So if you're a team, you have to think about, oh fuck, we better not hope they blitz. And one thing is that Mike Macdonald is a defensive minded coach that knows what the fuck he's doing on defense. Remember, he was the reason why Baltimore had such a good defense a couple years ago. It wasn't anything else. Now, I'm not saying Baltimore's defense isn't good now, but it's nowhere where it once was, like when Mike was still the defensive coordinator over there. Now, let's talk about some of the things that we need to improve on, I think, for this season, right? And it's, weirdly enough, I think this is gonna be more defensive oriented, but number one is going to be tight ends. Weirdly enough, tight ends really give us a hard time. I don't know why, but I saw this in the Arizona Cardinals game. Now, it didn't really matter too much, but when I was watching it, I kept getting pissed because why the fuck is Trey McBride fucking routing our shit like crazy? Like, yo, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, he did this shit in the first Arizona game too. He was routing our shit. Like, I'm pretty sure he had like 100 yards that game too. Like, no, what the fuck? Like, I don't understand if it's just a coverage thing, but we need to learn how to cover our tight ends better. That, and also Tariq Woolen, get your fucking head out your goddamn ass. Cause of you, we should be like 9-0. Like, but the thing is, but still, I will say Tariq Woolen, I feel that we should trade him next season. I feel like he shouldn't be a Seahawk after this. If, like, especially before we play the Rams, right? I just felt that, like, he was way too crucial in some of those games where he was costing us so much in those games that made us lose. And so I feel that we should just trade Tariq Woolen for a better DB. All right, because honestly, like, Kobe White could easily take his place, right? Or was it Kobe White? Sorry, Kobe Bryant, my bad. Like, there are plenty of people on that team that can take his place, and it won't really be a detriment to our defense. And we could trade him for someone, like, we could either trade him for, you know, I mean, I've heard people say, maybe we put a Tariq Woolen, maybe a first rounder or two, Max Crosby. I'm just saying, look, if we got Max Crosby, I'd be saying and doing things a little bit sus. I'm just saying. I mean, if we could get Max Crosby in the offseason, hey, but still, I'd be super happy. I'm not allowed to say what I was gonna say, but still. But what else do we need to think about as a team going forward, right? When it comes to this week, right? The Rams. Just know this, is that the Rams are low-key our owners. I'm low-key scared of them, right? Because they beat us they beat us bad last year, and I'm not gonna lie, I am scared. And this is our first outing with the Rams this season too. And so, like, if we can't beat the Rams, or if we get blown out by them, we can just hasta la bye-bye, Super Bowl like aspirations, in my opinion. Now, I can't lie to you. Like, I keep seeing, like, in like hypothetical brackets that we'll run up against the Eagles, if that seems like the case. I mean, that'd be funny, but if we do run up against the Eagles, I will say, Philly, watch the fuck out. We will be there. To my IRL, to my boy D, I'm sorry, bro, but if we run into y'all against the playoffs, just know we're going to put y'all niggas on straight straps, right? And we're going to take your ass straight all the way to Cancun. What's up? I will say is that I still feel pretty optimistic about our team this year. Especially, like, I think we should be able to make it to the Super Bowl this year. Like, we should have a somewhat decent playoff run. I will say, though, next year, like, in the offseason, like, I wonder if our GM and Mike, if both of them will come together to really see if they really want to be a win now team. If they're really trying to win now, I hope we will make moves, like, in the upcoming weeks and months to make that an actual, to be an actuality. But I'm not 100% sure. That's the one thing I do think I want to see. Like, the one last thing I want to see is, are we a win now team, right? Because I feel like none of the moves we did this year were like outlandishly like win now moves. Like, for example, the Colts, they just acquired Sauce Gardner. That's a win now type of move, and they gave up 2 first-rounders too. So, and that's not like a win now move, then I don't know what is, right? So, if you like this, like, comment, subscribe, and to Rams fans, just go fuck yourselves. We're gonna beat you on Sunday. If not, then I will not be here making another sports video. So, like, comment, subscribe, drink some water, and go Hawks.